Hey Fish Fam, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master, and I'm mastering Merfolk in Modern. We're playing Simic Merfolk today. Simic Merfolk still is the more powerful, aggressive version of Merfolk to race all the other aggressive decks in Modern. You want to learn how to play Modern and MTG at a high level through the lens of a Merfolk player. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. So we won the die roll again. We've won 2 in a row. This hand's good. I like this. We'll keep this. This hand is a-okay. We even have Master of Waves. And pending how this game plays out, like we may not have to petty theft this. We could tick the vial up to 3 and then 4 to get Master of Waves in play. It's been a long... To anyone who has never seen me play Master of Waves... I mean, that's just how you do it sometimes. You just tick the vial up to 3 and 4 because this is such a bomb in so many matchups. Cavern Souls Merfolk. What do you know? Yeah, pending the okay, this may or may not be the matchup for this. Okay, we'll let that resolve. I might actually bounce this because that will slow them down by a turn. Because if they want to replay the map... Let them have turn 3 Tron, or slow myself down so that they have turn 4 Tron. That is the question. And maybe Master of Waves is going to come in handy in this game. So our slower opponent. It's hard to use the Brazen Borrower, to be honest, against Tron. Or we could be up against Eldrazi Tron again. It didn't even cross my mind. We were up against Eldrazi Tron in round 1. This could be Eldrazi Tron again. But either way, playing Expedition. It's Eldrazi Tron! Which in that case, I regret bouncing this thing. But it looks like it's going to slow them down by quite a bit. And if it's also Eldrazi... Ooh, and a second one. If it is Eldrazi Tron, I'm going to get Master of Waves online. Or is that a good idea? Okay, let's see if we draw a third land. We do. Just attack for 2. If our opponent plays Thought-Knot Seer, I'll Violin, Lord of Atlantis, and then I'll play Merfolk Trickster. I shocked myself to give myself the option of playing Brazen Borrower because it would be nice to keep it. All right, here comes the Expedition maps. This is good. We have a good lead in this game. Although our opponent could have Dismember available. Here come the Tron mana. Anyway, I can stop this. Well, actually, they have to pay 2, and they only have 6 mana available by next turn. Sorry, 5 mana. If they want to play Expedition Map. If they want to use Expedition Map next turn. I guess I'll just keep the Vial on 2. Do I take it up? If I take it up, I'll have it guaranteed available next turn. Nah, I don't want to do that. Either I'm going to draw a creature, or I'm going to draw a land to activate Master of Waves. Let's just play this. Get some more information. I'll show Master of Waves because I don't want them to know that I have Trickster. Okay, whatever. If I top deck to that, I would be pretty upset, but it's all good. So Dismember is going to get played. We're only going to get in for 5 damage, but I think we're still on course for dealing lethal by the final turn. If our opponent plays their last turn with say, Thought Not Seer into some if it's just Thought Not Seer, we'll be fine. If it's Thought Not Seer into something else, that might not be fine. See, here's the problem with Expedition map here. Okay, you've got to pay 2 in order to find the Urza's Tower, right? So you don't have that much mana available to you this turn. You only have 5 mana. So if this is Thought Not Seer, we win. If this is Walking Ballista, that might be tough. Okay, it is a Walking Ballista on 2. So that can shoot down our Silvergill and our Brazen Borrower and significantly reduce the amount of damage we're going to do this turn. We'll only do 4 damage instead. Well, I have a feeling that after I activate, they should shoot these things down. Because if I put a Lord in play, then... well, they're not dead. I guess they can kill the Lord. I don't know if they had to do that. Maybe they have another Walking Ballista in hand or something. Oh, I guess I'm just going to leave this. Okay, attack for 4. Play Master of Waves, hope that's enough. But they're gonna have a good turn next turn. Without a doubt, they're gonna have a good turn next turn. Which could involve killing my Master of Waves. And they have to have expensive stuff in hand, you know? They have to have expensive stuff. Because they didn't play, like, anything on the earlier turns. Okay, we're going to start with Karn the Great Creator. You can find another Walking Ballista that you can play for 2 again. Ensnaring Bridge isn't good here now. Ensnaring Bridge, you have no power here. Yeah, another Walking Ballista, which I think we're going to get our opponent to exhaust. I think we're going to get them to exhaust this. Maybe not necessarily so. Like, they can just ping the Master of Waves for 1 and then take 4 damage. Alright. Let's draw Lord into Dismember. That would be ideal. It's not what I was asking for. Ugh, this Blast Zone is going to be very awful. I think we're pretty close to lost. Cost 3 to sacrifice this. Kill my Kumena Speakers. You have 4 mana, activate at least once to kill this thing. I'm going to attack our opponent because I am relatively confident our opponent has a second Karn the Great Creator in hand, just based on how this game is playing out. Their hand is clunky. Hand is very, very clunky. Yeah, they don't take any damage. I'm going to play the island so I can threaten something, like Merfolk Trickster or something at end of turn. I might be encouraging this Blast Zone to blow up, but, I mean, I can't use the Ether Vial anyway, and at least it will suck up, like, half the mana on the battlefield. Okay, so Thought-Knot Seer is going to come down first. First go see what is going on. What is happening here? Okay, so... Torpor Orb? That's a terrible card. It's a pretty crap card to get. Oh, you know what's a problem? I don't have anything to target with this. If I top deck Spreading Seas, I have nothing to target because this Tectonic Edge does the job. Well, here's another question. Like, oh yeah, they can beat the board because they have the Blast Zone. Okay, well then that's an out. If I Spreading Seas the Blast Zone, then they have to crack the blast. No, that doesn't work either. Damn it. Nothing works. This is a very pretty card, but this doesn't work either. Well, fortunately, the Karn went down, so... So I'm going to keep the Botanical Sanctum just in case, I don't know, I can discard it when I dismember a Reality Smasher that doesn't exist yet. So I can't attack. If I attack with everything, they just activate Blast Zone. Or maybe I should have just attacked, forced them to know that they have this activation. Okay, so everything gets blown up. If I were my opponent, I probably wouldn't do that. But I think they're winning anyway. Or I guess you can't go to 2 because you've decided to play this Torpor Orb plan. You just not have Bridge in your deck? I guess Bridge right now doesn't matter. Our opponent has so many cards in hand. How do I win from here? I mean, it has to do with Spreading Seas. It also has to do with, like, Walking Ballista never activating. Ooh, Torpor Orb is becoming a creature. Couldn't you just target your Walking Ballista? I told you all. I told everyone. I knew it! Just based on how they're playing, they got, like, more Karn the Great Creators on the way. Skyverns. This thing doesn't come into play and shoot my stuff. Okay, we have a chance. If we go... We actually have a chance of winning here. That was a blunder. If our opponent keeps up Tectonic Edge for forever, I can't win. Because I can't Spreading Seas anything because they can just Tectonic Edge the target. But now, I could theoretically top deck Spreading Seas Tectonic Edge, and then draw an Island Walklord for the win. So now I have an out. Damn, I wish I had this Botanical Sanctum now. Okay, I think I'm just dead. We can resign. But it was close. I wouldn't say it's close. I had a chance. The right cards came up, I was going to win. So what did we do yesterday? We brought in Spreading Seas. We brought in Damping Sphere. Took out the Force Negations. We took out a land. Actually, no, I took out specifically a Cavernous Souls. So you need some blue mana for like Spreading Seas and stuff like that. Spreading Seas and Brazen Borrower. Seems fine to me. And I know we lost to Karn the Great Creator, but again, I said this yesterday. This is an attrition-based matchup. It actually is. You need to be careful with your resources. If you 2-for-1 yourself with Force and Negation, it's not good. It's not good. You can end up not having enough resources to win the game. I prefer just let Karn resolve, or I just want to race Karn. I prefer to just have this after they play Ensnaring Bridge, bounce it, then kill them. Alright, I would love to play first. We don't have a second land, so I have to mulligan. Sounds fine. We'll keep this. What to dump? Maybe a Commander Speaker? I don't need a second one. Our opponent mulliganed as well, that's good. Yeah, get rid of Commander Speaker. Pending how we'll see how the game plays out, but I might go Lord of Atlantis turn 2. So I can play around Walking Ballista on their turn 2, which would be a good blocker, and they'll kill a Silvergill Adept. Like if I play Silvergill Adept on turn 2, they'll just block creature, shoot Silvergill Adept. I deal no damage. Okay, so I did draw a creature. Actually, no, do you know what? That's not true. They won't block shoot Silvergill Adept because I'll main phase Lord of Atlantis. They will kill it. Sorry, then they'll just shoot Silvergill Adept. So in that case, okay, we're gonna pay 2. I will play the Silvergill Adept. It's a bit of a tough choice. It's a bit of a tough choice. It's not so obvious that you always play Silvergill Adept on turn 2. Sometimes you play the Lord. And also, I like to get the Lords in play to get underneath Thought-Knot Seer. I'll just show them the Lord of Atlantis because I'll play it next turn. Oh, I got that Commander Speaker anyway. So Commander Speaker will end up being great if I can draw one more land. Two-thirds of the Tron combo. And against Eldrazi Tron, it might be tempting to, like, Spreading Seas one of the lands. Oh, maybe it is tempting. Nah, I'm not going to do it. It might be tempting to Spreading Seas one of the lands because you're afraid of them having the third Tron piece, but they are so inconsistent of getting it in Tron. Like, they'll have Eldrazi Temple. I bet that's what they have. Now I'm wondering, do I play... Now do I play Lord of Atlantis? It looks like they're setting up a Spatial Contortion or a Dismember. They thought they didn't like play a land, pass immediately. They played land, thought about it for a little while. So what I could do here instead is attack for 4, and then I'll play Commander Speaker and I'll hold up Dismember. So I don't let them use their mana for either Dismember or Spatial Contortion on our Lord of Atlantis. You see? I knew it. So we get to keep the Lord of Atlantis. So we'll do a post-combat Lord of Atlantis. Which is good. Having a Lord is better than not having the Lord. You see? They don't have Tron. You see? I know everything! I can predict everything. Mind Stone. Sure. Torpor Orb. That's not that great in this match. You missed out. It's too late. I mean, maybe I'll draw Master of Waves, but that was a good draw. Are you set up? You're not really set up to play Karn into... Now in this spot, maybe I do want to play Spreading Seas. Okay, I can deal 5 damage, go to 11, play 3 drop, or sorry, 3. Okay, so it's actually just better that I go for the win. I just save Spreading Seas in my hand. If they top deck the last Tron land, then I'm screwed. Well, I don't know if I'm screwed, but I mean, it'll be rough. But what are the odds they can top deck the tower? So if they play Thought-Knot Seer, Trickster it down, attack for 11. I don't know. They need to draw maybe Walking Ballista. Play Walking Ballista for 2. And it will still be a game if they do that. I'll play Trickster at end of turn. They'll kill Lord of Atlantis. We attack for 6 to go to 5. And we have a few more draws to this game. It will not be over. Another is mine. Yes! You may play that card. Now if they go like... Oh, that's cute. That is very cute! That is very imaginative. I have to say, our opponent is... Oh, I don't get... Okay, whatever. We got the Dismember. We also have Spreading Seas. We also have this. We have everything. I'm sure someone's had to have mentioned in the comments section, Nikachu, you can't Trickster down their Karn their like Thought-Knot Seer. I guess Thought-Knot Seer was good then, right? Because I would have played Trickster, they would have taken my Dismember. Well, let's just say, would we have drawn a land? Just out of curiosity. Nope, we would not have drawn a land. That would not have happened. So, Thought-Knot Seer was good. It was good. Alright, so I still like how the game plays out. It was good. Very important play was not playing the Lord of Atlantis into that spatial contortion. That was very important. I'm not siding in the last 2 Master of Waves because Master of Waves is really vulnerable in this matchup. This is 4 mana to get Dismembered, Spatial Contortioned, or shot down for 1 Walking Ballista activation. No thank you. I think it's just a bit too weak. Why is my computer doing this? Stop it. There we go. So we'll just run this back. So far our opponents, our Eldrazi Tron opponents, have played a lot of Karn the Great Creators against us. This hand is fine. I wouldn't say this hand is great, but this hand's fine. We have a 1-drop, we have some card advantage, we have a Lord. No interaction. So far it's like we're up against Tron. I don't know. I don't think they've sided out their creatures, but that's how it sort of feels like. Alright, more Lords. So this might be a game where maybe I'm just going to play my Lords out. We just go Lord aggro. Well, that's not good news for our opponent. Unless they're going to play Mind Stone here. Warping Whale. Exile target creature with power toughness 1 or less. You've got to be kidding me. I mean, I could have played around it. Okay, you got me. I didn't think about Warping Whale. We'll hold on to Spreading Seas. So how do we want to play our hand out? I could play Lord of Atlantis next turn. I could just play Silvergill Adept. Sure, we'll play Silvergill Adept. Draw more cards. show Lord of Atlantis, because that's the creature I'm going to put into play most likely. Our draws are good. I'm not going to complain. Like, we're just drawing gas. Okay, there's a Blast Zone. That's okay. We do have Spreading Seas for that. And we also have 4 mana, which is also very important. You know what? I sort of regret this. I sort of want to play Lord of Atlantis because I don't think... Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have to Spreading Seas this. Do I have to Spreading Seas this? Probably. I was thinking play Lord of Atlantis, then they probably take up Blast Zone to 2. Then they play Thought-Knot Seer, take our Spreading Seas. Sorry, no. I was thinking play Lord of Atlantis, the next turn, they tick this thing up to 2. The next turn they play Thought-Knot Seer, take our Spreading Seas away, and then we're screwed. Okay, they're putting a charge counter, because you never know. A second Blast Zone can blow up this Spreading Seas. Merfolk Mistbinder, Pt.2 life, no. Alright, so maybe we're going to see Karn the Great Creator, which is not good. Okay, Matter Reshaper, that's good news for us. It's very good news. Okay, now we're going to lay down the hurt. The hurt is coming. Here come the hurt. Oh man, you're stuck on mana, you play that weak piece of crap in front of me, in the face of my Lord of Atlantis and Spreading Seas? How dare you? How dare you? Don't insult me like that. You're supposed to be one of the best decks in Modern! One of the best! Oh my, how we have fallen. That's right, you're gonna do nothing. You're gonna just pass the turn. I'm probably gonna main phase this Trickster, just to play around any sort of removal on Lord of Atlantis. Now they're Spreading Seas, amazing. Yeah, I'm just gonna main phase Trickster. Deal a pile of damage next turn, play Merfolk Mistbinder, deal more piles of damage. I play for me. $10 damage, but I'm sure Lord of Atlantis is about to bite the dust. I mean, it's possible our opponent has a super clunky hand, but okay, they're just dead. They're just stone dead. There's no saving them. There's no glorious top deck here. Their hand's just clunky. They needed the land drop and they didn't get it. Maybe they should have mulliganed a little bit further. Alright, we won. 2-0 against Eldrazi Tron. You don't need Force of Negation. Apparently I don't need Collector Roof either. Although Collector Roof probably would have helped in game 1. Would have helped a lot. Not running it in the list right now because it's not enough artifact decks that I care about. I think we can do fine without them. But I hope you pay attention. I think this is these between today and yesterday, these have been very instructive games against Eldrazi Tron. I've articulated a lot of things that you want to be thinking about when you're facing down this matchup. And I would have totally played Breeding Pool untapped if I knew this was going to happen. Or maybe it ended up being a blessing, because if our opponent couldn't kill our Kumena Speaker, then they would have totally made a colorless Eldrazi Scion creature token, and maybe that could have changed the game. That could have changed the course of events. If they got that Thought-Knot Seer to steal our Spreading Seas, then this Blast Zone may not have been a thing. Or they never got the land activated anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's our game for today. We're going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon. We're also going to thank themetabase.com and the MTG Mastermind for being our sponsors. This has been Nikachu playing Simic Merfolk in Modern.